I'm Brad Nessler, joined in the booth by Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. It's a mild, clear day, so the weather won't be a factor in this battle between the New Mexico Lobos and the Colorado State Rams. Well, folks, we're excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. And here come the Rams. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
Colorado State needs a big game from their talented running back, and I think they'll win the battle up front, and he's going to have a tremendous day. Look for him to lead them to victory, but Lee, it's going to be very close.
I hate to agree with you, Kirk.
Colorado State is ready for this one.
Both teams are on the field, and we're just about ready to open things up. Kicks off. Number 10 fields it at the 13. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Clipping on the receiving team. Half the distance from the spot of the foul.
Clipping is the call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those yards right here.
They'll take
offense
over
will start at 13.
First and 10.
New Mexico lines up with 3 receivers. Looks like he's going to run. And he's level at the 25-yard line. A big gain for the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, guys, this guy's pretty athletic.
Just like you when you played at the old Buckeye Stadium. I don't think this was a design play, but it worked like it was. And you're right. If I'm the coach, I'd let this kid run it more.
Number 12 with 3 wide receivers. Throws it to the outside. Got it to his receiver. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Lobos. They made that touchdown look really, really easy, Coach.
And that's what you get when you practice hard all week long. Practice makes perfect, my friend. And that was as close to perfect as you will get.
And they're lining up for the PAT. He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. New Mexico to kick this one off. Number 27 and number 6 set to return. Decent kick. Number 6 takes it at the 4. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. This drive will start at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Number 34 lines up as a single back. He's hit and got away. And down he goes at the 33-yard line. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
First down, 10 to go.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Lets it go. It falls incomplete.
The
Tight end had some trouble holding on to that
Number
one.
89. The intended receiver.
See how hard he got hit?
He did get hit pretty hard, but come on, Coach. You have to hang on to the ball.
Sweetheart, easy for you to say. You're
Second
here
and
in the
10.
booth.
Second down. Here's the give. He's tackled at the 47. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. Number 34 comes away with 5 yards on the carry. That'll make it second down. From the 48-yard line. Second down. 3-man front defensively. And they got him for a loss.
Number 11.
The defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Brad, great effort up front by that defense.
It's third and 7.
Ball
They
on
line
the
up the
50-yard line.
Drops back to pass. He steps up, surveys the field. Caught. Nice gain, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's a nice play there. They did everything right except get enough yards for the first down.
Fourth and 2.
Colorado State lining up the punt.
45-yard line.
Number 8 awaits the snap.
Back to punt. Number 9 back to return.
He punts this one high in the air. Signals for a fair catch. Let's see if this
32-yard
defense has
punt.
trouble
Fair
defending
catch
the pass
made
again
at the
here.
If they
13-yard
do, my
line.
friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll take
First
over
down.
at the 13-yard line. First and 10.
Number 12 lines up in the shotgun. Tries to juke. They'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
First
and
down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the 27-yard line.
Number 12 comes to the line with 3 wide. Lets it fly. Tackle at the 36-yard line. How about that pass, Kirk?
You know, guys, one of the things often overlooked in college football is the relationship between a quarterback and his receiver. Here, you can see that these two are definitely on the same page.
Second and 1.
They line up at
Ball
the
on the
36.
36-yard
Second
line.
down. Going with the shotgun here. Across the middle. That's incomplete.
He's just lucky that he got that pass away.
The offensive line didn't protect the quarterback very well. The pressure was there in no time.
From their own 36-yard line. Third and 1 coming up on this play. Third and short, and they'll throw for it. He snags it. He's tackled at the 43-yard line.
That's how you convert on third down.
This defense had to be expecting pass.
I know that. It doesn't matter, though. It's not enough to know that they were passing. You got to know their tendencies, too.
First and 10.
From their own 43-yard line. First down. Number 8 alone in the backfield. Back to pass. He has some room. There's a very impressive open field tackle.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball. And if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
Second
They
and
line
1.
up at the 48. Second and short. Setting up play action. No one open, so he's going to run. And he's tackled at the 38.
Number 12,
And he has a
ball
huge
carrier.
gain.
And I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great
First and
run.
10.
First and 10. New Mexico comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Drops back on first down. Slips it short. caught. And they make the stop at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there.
7-yard gain on the play.
They line up at the 31.
Ball on the
It's second down.
31-yard line.
He'll get it again. Tackle made at the 24. And he carried that one for a few yards.
You know, when you have a guy that can grab 5 yards or so consistently, it sure takes some of the pressure off the passing game.
It's first down. New Mexico lines up with 3 receivers. Play action. And now he's going to improvise. Good open field
Number
tackle.
12 on the run. 9-yard gain on the play.
Second and 1. Ball on the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Number 8 lines up as a single back. Draw play. Got some open field. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. Nice run there. And I got to tell you guys, the offense is making things look pretty easy on this drive.
Yep, the defense just hasn't been able to make a play.
They could have shut him down a few times, but they just haven't been able to do it. Now it's time to step up.
After a quarter of play, our score is New Mexico 7, Colorado State nothing. They're inside the 20. Number 8 is a deep back as they line up in the I. Touchdown, Lobos. Nothing complicated about that one, Coach. The halfback took it in for 6.
You're right. It doesn't have to be quantum physics to get in the end zone. Just good execution.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Number 80 is lined up to kick this one off. He sends it off. Number 27 fields it at the 2. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
Well, remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Number 34, alone in the backfield. Number 16 throws it out there. A decent gain on the pass.
Yo, Kirk, good job by the quarterback here reading this play.
Yeah, the defense came with a blitz, and you're right. Great job by this young quarterback of recognizing the coverage and spotting the open man.
It's second down and a yard to go. The defense sets up in the dime. Fakes to the back. Across the middle. Tackle at the 41. And a pretty smart call right there.
You're absolutely right. The reason why this play worked is that the play action throws the defense just enough to allow the receiver to get open.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 41. Here's the halfback. And they make the stop at the 44-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
From their own 44-yard line.
44-yard
It's second down. They're lining up in the 5-2. Another run. They'll bring him down at the 45-yard line. Number 34 gets about a yard on the play. Third down, 6 to go. Ball on the 45. Number 16 lines up with 4 wideouts. Looking to throw. He steps up, looks. He's going left. Into traffic, and it's picked off. He threw that thing into heavy coverage.
Yeah, he did. The quarterback was gambling on that pass. However, he lost.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They'll start this drive at the 35-yard line.
First and long.
The Lobos are lining up with 3 receivers. They'll get him for a loss. Boy, he is one big guy out there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
Nickel defense. Back to pass. Looks. Steps up in the pocket. He chucks it downfield. Brings it in with one hand. A heck of a play by the receiver.
We talk all the time about the emotions of college football. This play was definitely an emotionally charged play. What a way for the wideout to make a statement in this game.
First down, 10 to go. They're threatening inside the 20. First and 10. They're in the red zone.
18-yard line.
New Mexico lines up in a double tight set. He's looking to pass. Number 12 rifles it over the middle. And he's got him on the run. Good job to avoid the rush and get the pass on.
Well, when you're trying to get to the quarterback with the blitz, you better have some talented corners because they could end up on an island out there all alone.
First down and goal to go. 4 yards out. High formation, looking to punch it in here.
And plenty of options on this play, you guys.
The offense is lucky to retain possession after that fumble.
The coach can't be happy with the way the running back is carrying the football.
Threatening inside the 10. The Lobos line up with a single set backfield. On play action, he'll dump this one off. Complete, and they'll score. How about the tight end? This guy can play some football.
You bet he can. He's such an all-around player. He's just as good at blocking as he is at catching the football.
They'll line up for the extra point here. He splits the uprights with the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Number 80 is lined up to kick this one off.
Mexico is lined up for the kickoff.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Number 6 fields it in the end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
They'll
First and
take
10.
over at the 20-yard line.
They'll line it up
First
with
and
4
10.
wide receivers. They hand it off. He jukes him. A great
47
defensive
makes the
effort there.
tackle.
And let me tell you,
No
the
gain
key to
on
that
the
play
play.
was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the
Second and
big
10.
guys up front for that play.
2 minutes left in the half. Number 34, the lone back. They'll go with a run once again. New Mexico will take their first time out of the half. From their own 24-yard line. 3rd down, 6 to go. They hand it off again. Missed tackle. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. New Mexico will have 1 timeout remaining.
Fourth and 1.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Number 8 is waiting for the
back to
snap.
punt. Number 4 back to return.
Punts the ball away. Number 4 fields it at the 35. Well, I'll tell you guys, the passing game was sure on target during their last drive.
And the quarterback had great protection by his offensive line. When he gets time, he can pick you apart.
The New
They'll take
Mexico
over at the
Lobos
40.
will start the drive at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Lobos come out in the ace formation. They'll throw on 1st down. He snags it. They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second down.
5. Ball on the 45-yard line.
The Lobos line up with a single set backfield. He looks. He keeps it. And he's taken down at the
Number
49.
12 on the
He kept the
carry.
ball on that one
Gain
and
of
picked up the
6
first
on
down.
the play.
I think it's a great decision by the quarterback here to take off and run.
First and
It's
10.
1st down. New Mexico sets up in the eye. He unloads it. Incomplete pass. He sailed that one high.
That's not a bad incompletion because he saw the blitz coming and just got rid of the ball to avoid losing yardage.
Second down and 10 to
Ball
go.
on the 49-yard line.
New Mexico comes out in the shotgun. Back to pass. Tosses short. It's complete. The ball came free. It's picked up by the defense. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Rams. And they turn it over right before the half.
Well, this really hurts them here. They're trying to cut into that lead before they got into the showers for halftime, but unfortunately, this turnover will still leave them down as they get into the locker room.
They line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. Less than a minute remains in the second quarter, and our score is New Mexico 21, Colorado State 7. Colorado State to
is
kick.
lined up for the
Number
kickoff.
4 and number 10 deep to
4
return.
back to return.
Short kickoff. Number 10 takes it at the 14. I'm sure the
Kickoff
defense will be
return,
trying to
30
strip the
yards.
ball once again.
And if
10
these kids
on
don't
the
start
return.
hanging on to the football, they won't see another offensive series. They might start putting in some of those defensive players that really want to play bad.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Colorado State lines up with 5 defensive backs. Counter play. And he's tackled at the 26. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 26. Number 12 comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back. Number 12 passes. They can't connect. Incomplete. Number 81 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up third down. Third down and 10 coming up.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Colorado State lines up in a dime defense here. Up the middle. Gets past the tackler. Tackle made at the 40-yard line. New Mexico will use their final timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. One more play now before we hit halftime, so they'll most likely throw one towards the end zone here. It's tipped. And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, New Mexico 21, Colorado State 7. New Mexico got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. He kicks off. Number 6 takes from the 10. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
Number 6 on the return.
They'll start over at the
23-yard line. First and 10.
Single set backfield. He's looking to pass. Number 16 slings it right. And they make the stop at the 36. And a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, this is what I like. Move the ball down the field. Use that nice and steady intermediate passing game.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Colorado State goes with the 8 step here. They'll give it off here. That didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. They would come with the heavy blitz, and guys were shooting through the line right into the backfield. That play didn't have a chance.
They'll line up at the 35.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
New Mexico lines up defensively in a 3-4. And he's taken down at the 36-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. They line up at the 36. Third down. The Rams set up in the gun. Steps up, looking, throws back across field. Incomplete pass. Number 27 was the intended target, and that'll bring up a punting situation.
Fourth and 10.
Colorado State lining up the punt. Number 4 is back deep to return the punt. He gets it away. Number 4 takes it to 25, and he didn't get anything on that return.
Well, the coverage team did an outstanding job at containing here. You always see this with this team. They're very disciplined on special teams.
He looks to throw on first down. Looking, moves up in the pocket. His receiver has it.
Number 4.
Defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yep, and the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments, and that gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass to pick up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Number 12 with 3 wide receivers. Wants to throw outside. Caught. Tackle made at the 49. The quarterback just rifled that one in there for a good game.
But he's throwing the football with some pop, isn't he, Coach?
Hey, if he's not careful, he's going to break his receiver's fingers.
Second down and short. Ball right around midfield.
49-yard line.
The Lobos line up with a single set backfield. And they make the stop at the 45. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
First down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the 45-yard line.
They're in the eye. He's tackled at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 8 on the play.
They line up at the 37.
Ball on the
It's second and 2.
37-yard line.
They line up in a double tight set. What a collision. Gain of a yard by the fullback.
1 yard gain on the play.
They line up on 36.
Ball on the
It's 3rd and 1.
36-yard line.
Number 8 lines up in the deep back, I formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. He passes it. He snags it. And down he goes at the 35-yard line. Completed pass, but no first down, Coach. Just short.
Oh, you just got to grit your teeth when you see that.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. They're in the eye. A little misdirection. He has some room. The 10. Touchdown! That gives him 2 rushing scores on the day.
This guy has great vision out of the backfield. Even if a hole isn't there, he's patient enough to wait for one to open, and then he hits it.
And if there isn't a hole there, then he'll just bust his way through the defender. Great touchdown run.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he converts the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Number 80 looks ready to kick this one off. Decent kick. Number 6 fields it at the 3. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. The Lobos come out in a 34 defense. Makes a move. Broke away from one. Brought down at the 25. They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
We've got a 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Single set backfield. Another run. And he's tackled at the 29-yard line. Number 34 picks up about 4 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 1.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Colorado State lines up in a goal line set. And they'll run him again. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a great job by the defense. These guys are disguising their defense so well that they're confusing the quarterback and the offensive line.
4th and 3.
The Rams line up to punt.
27-yard line.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one, New Mexico 28, Colorado State 7.
Fourth and 3.
The Rams are lining up to punt it away. Number 4 is the deep man awaiting the return.
Number 4 back deep to return.
He punts it. Number 4 takes it to 36. Shifty move there. And we see this offense again after what you, Kirk, called a very physical touchdown drive.
Well, I say that, Brad, because the big hog mollies up front were able to create holes for the running game, and it helped them get the score. Let's see if they can do it again.
The offense will start at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
One man backfield. Here's the give. He's taken down at the 43-yard line.
On the carry.
A pickup of about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Lobos are lining up with 3 receivers. Juke move. Tackle made at the 49.
And remember one thing that this coach said. They will force it down this defense's throat until they prove that they can stop it.
New Mexico goes with the ace set here.
49-yard line.
On play action. He's looking for his man. His receiver has it. He's all the way down to the 20.
Interesting call. The defense came with the heat that time. Problem was they couldn't quite get to the quarterback. And when you can't quite do something, that means the other guys will probably have a big play.
And you're right. That pass was good for a bunch of yards that time.
We've got a 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. The Lobos line up with a single set backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. He'll dump this one off. And that one's fallen incomplete. The receiver couldn't catch up to that ball.
No, he couldn't. And I'll tell you what, the quarterback was conscious of the blitz that time by the defense. That may have been the reason that he overthrew the football.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. Fumble, loose ball, and the defense picks it up. He really wanted that ball, didn't he, Kirk?
You can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined to get the ball there, and he did.
Number 34, alone in the backfield. There's the play fake. Throws. It falls incomplete.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own
19-yard line.
The Rams set up in the gun. Number 16 throws it out there. And they push him out at the 24. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
They line up at the 24. It's 3rd and 5. Colorado State comes out in the shotgun. Throws short. It's complete. He's tackled at the 31-yard line.
Whoa, that was close. Defense thought they held him there.
Well, the offense only got the first down by about a yard, but I'm sure they'll be happy with the new set of downs.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Rams line up with 5 receivers. They'll bring him down at the 31.
Number 16 on the carry. No gain on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31. The Mobo bring in their dime package. Throwing left. And it's caught. He gets hit out of bounds at the 40. The quarterback just lasered that one down the field, Coach.
Yeah, the defender had no shot at breaking that pass up.
It's 3rd and 1. Ball on their own 40-yard line. The defense is looking for the pass as they bring out their dime package. They'll throw for the first. Number 16, unload. Bad pass. He missed a guy who was all alone.
Man, it's that hurt. They drew up a great play, but failed to execute.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field. They put everyone up on the line. The halfback with a carry. Brought down at the 42. And they keep it on the ground for the first down.
Nothing too fancy here. The key is that the running back was able to convert the first down.
Drops back on 1st down. He throws. Great concentration. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Stepping up. He delivers. Catches it. So they go to the air and they pick up yet another first down.
They've shown no problems moving the ball on this drive. This offense is moving the ball very well.
And they're building some beautiful momentum along the way.
First down. 5 DBs on the field. Steps up in the pocket. Throwing left. They can't connect. Incomplete. Number 88 was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 2nd down. From the 47-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Number 16 is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Number 16 passes. This one is incomplete. Intended for the wideout.
Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
We've got 3rd and 10.
Ball
and this is the 12th play of the drive. Single set backfield. He drops back. He's looking. Rolls to the left. Lets it fly. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Not much you can do there, Coach.
Nope.
Intended receiver
Not much
on
at
the
all.
play.
It's not easy hanging on to the football when there's another guy coming at you. Those are going to be drops more times than not.
And again, they're going for it on 4th down. Colorado State sets up with 4 receivers. Here we go. He looks. Number 16 lets it go. Incomplete. And they're going to have to give the ball back after going for it on 4th and long.
Not much you can do there. You got to go for it and give yourselves a chance.
So they'll start this drive at
will
midfield.
start the drive at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Lobos line up in a goal line formation. Inside give. A nice 7-yard run by the fullback.
7-yard gain on the play.
They line up at the 46. 2nd and 3 coming up. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Feeds it to the back. Tackled for a loss. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run. There you have it, folks, your Coca-Cola players of the game. They really earned it out there today. The Lobos line up with a single set backfield. Looking to throw. Over the middle. He snags it. Whoa, he just took a licking.
Wow. That looks like a generous spot to me. I thought he was a little bit short.
I don't know, Kirk. I think he's got it. But regardless of the spot, that was a great throw on 3rd down.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
It's 1st and a mile. Ball on the 45-yard line. Thrown right side. And they'll bring him down behind the line.
They sure shut down the halfback on that play.
Boy, they were in the backfield in a hurry. The back just had no space to run the football.
They go with a run. Tackle at the 43-yard line. And that's the end of the ball game. What are your final thoughts on the game, Coach?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. New Mexico faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
Well, it's been a pleasure bringing you this game. Again, our final score, New Mexico 28, Colorado State 7. I'm Brad Nessler along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. I'd like to thank you for playing, and we'll see you next time.